Adair!
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh?
How do you like Deadfire?
The air is different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels.
Ko went through this section full meek, 3 bags full-esque. What does that even mean? Angriest Pat went through this well, really angry. Well, I went through it like I just did. You saw. It's fine.
Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me, like I wish I was home.
What did you do after we ended the legacy?
I like that feeling, knowing we'd stopped Theos. We were part of something big. That was something I never felt before, not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. Well, there's a group of Aethasians in Deerwood, the night market. Go around helping other Aethasians in secret.
Oh.
Sort of like the Leaden Key, guess you could say.
Except not
Except not a bunch of craven lunatics. So this one night I'm at a tavern and this fella has a disagreement with me. Game of Orland's head he'd lost some money at. And I'm bashing his head into the target when he notices I got this pendant with a symbol of Aethys on it. So we get to talking, and it turns out he's an alright fella. Runs with the night market.
He pummeled the guy.
And after he was feeling better a month or two later, he introduced me to some folks in the group. And they let me in.
And how did that work out?
Well, it depended. The jobs we did, I got to help a lot of folks.
Why didn't you stay with me, Adair?
A lot of times it was helping folks get out of bad situations.
Why don't you love me?
Getting them set up with better ones. I like that, but the group had problems. A lot of different ideas how to run things. Sometimes it cost the people we were trying to help.
If I were there, I would set them all in the right direction.
And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix things. If you like.
What's your thoughts on Aethys at the moment?
I want the destruction to stop. I want him to finish what he's doing and then go in peace.
If you remember right, Ko went through it really polite but resistant versus Pat swearing the whole time, and you kind of split things between them, but your attitude toward the gods is really different from theirs. It's really interesting to see. I mean, I feel like my attitude is kind of influenced by the fact that I don't like Iavara. Her saying that the gods aren't real is kind of bullshit because they are real. They're real powerful beings. If they were created by the Anguithans or not, they're still like real and powerful. So I just think of them as real powerful beings that are also fallible. Yeah, because like I met them, right? You know, they're not perfect and they have ideas that are wrong or cruel or too kind in the case of Hylia. But yeah, so I like to think that my character, after almost dying and being brought back to like do their dirty work, basically, like she kind of has this attitude of like, yes, they're really powerful, but also they can like be assholes a bit. So she doesn't, I'm kind of playing it to like, she's not going to say no because they literally brought her back from death, but that doesn't mean that she has to be nice about it either. So
only I don't see it playing out that way.
okay. Let's see. Aloth, what's up?
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
He gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Keeping up a lie is never simple. You should know that better than anyone. Oh, yes. Are you still thinking about Vanessa? Ooh, what's up with Vanessa?
I realized there could be nothing between us. But it was nice to have a friend all the same.
I thought we were friends. Or... oh, you know, I thought maybe there was something between us. Boom! He blinks at you in astonishment, and then he starts to chuckle. There's an edge of uncertainty to it. Why are you like this?
I almost forgot how much you enjoy a good joke. Even at my expense.
I mean it, Aloth. Oh my god, fuck! Romance! Ah! Romance!
Forgive me, but you've caught me quite off guard. I'm truly glad to see you again, but it's been 5 years. And we've both been through quite a lot.
His eyes search you as if trying to gauge the extent of what's changed.
Perhaps we should focus on the work before us for now.
The corners of his eyes crinkle in an all too familiar look of concern. God fucking fuck shit. Aloth. What exactly are you doing?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the Leaden Key.
Uh-huh.
It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it.
Yep.
So for 5 years, I've been tracking down Leaden Key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
Yep.
Trying to undo them.
Might as well start with the ones operating from crystal waters and sandy beaches. Yeah.
It does seem idyllic, but the pamphlets fail to mention the worm nests and sea serpents. The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
Listen.
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them.
Aloth, it's okay, I love you.
It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
You had, is there some way that I can help? Love me! I don't know. Easy, sure. I led you right into the prison of the gods. Easy peasy.
What matters is that you got us out again.
He laces his fingers together, a familiar look of anxiety working its way over his face.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
But
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Aye, right home like it was.
ah, Isilmir! What is up?
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some
Isilmir's my
heretical cult.
favorite.
The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
There are worse things than a little bleeding.
Or they would bleed themselves to the point of fainting.
Oh.
Past that in many cases.
Yeah, that's not great.
In the days that followed, a couple would die of exhaustion or infection.
What did you do?
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
That dick.
Wicked el Bunbag. 'Tis what the lad means.
Yeah, thanks, Isilmir.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too.
But it didn't work out like that, did it?
So I arranged for him to have an accident.
Clever. Shady. I'm a shady motherfucker.
I thought so. At first. The old man died. And the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen.
Oh, shit.
They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little. Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. If you barely understood this ritual, how did you expect to stop it? Ooh, that's a little mean. It doesn't say it's mean, though, so I'm going to say it.
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turns to you with wide, anguished eyes. I'm so sorry.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Stop dwelling on this. You'll paralyze yourself. Or I don't have an answer for that. Learning from mistakes like this is a good start. I think I'm just gonna stop dwelling. Just don't think about it.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Wait, you still haven't told me what the Animancers have to do with any of this.
Ah, that. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I found several references, but I want to be sure.
Oh no, I don't have enough
Please,
insight.
let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
Okay. Who else can I
must
talk
say,
to?
our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace.
Oh, thanks, Alof. I appreciate your... Oh, careful or you're gonna make me blush. Ooh, shit.
You know what I mean.
Do I, though? Do I? Do I?
When we first met
Do
in the
I,
Deerwood,
though?
you were struggling for your sanity.
Do I?
Now you're fighting for your soul. I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably.
It isn't though I've got much choice.
But you do.
His expression brightens with sudden emotion. Oh my god, love me.
The gods have sent you after Aethys. And every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you. That puts you in a position of incredible influence.
But why though?
It is sometimes difficult to gauge what truly matters to you.
Really?
But I'm pleased to see that you don't take your responsibilities lightly.
I just think things through. Not all the time though.
If only more people did as much. I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna save, because Alof is now more in love with me than ever. Probably. No, I didn't want that. I wanted... Yeah, let's... Alof loves me! Fucking yes, he does. Look at it. Look at it. Sorry. Mariner salutes. Ahoy there, Captain. All right, Shodi.
Sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple.
Shodi wraps her sickle against her thigh as she studies the boat's layout. Satisfied by whatever she sees, she tilts her head to you with a small smile.
Tell me what's on your mind?
How are you feeling? Have you had any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
Don't worry. We'll figure something out.
Will we? Ought we? I just don't know. I trust you, Watcher. I swear I do. I worry sometimes about what's gonna happen to me. But, well... It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god. Even if it kills me.
I mean, maybe you ought to,
Sure thing,
though.
Watcher.
Seriously, like, maybe you should turn your back on your duty to your god. Because, like... she, like, guides them. I don't think she eats them. I don't think she eats souls. She guides them into the afterlife. They just kind of follow me around. Got any idea where we're at, Captain?
If you be having a tick, Cap, I'll be thinking that, if I be dragging you into these depths, you deserve the full sounding.
It's about time, Seraphin.
When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Romaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he, kept his weather eye open for me.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
The sea be a right poxy ore on occasion, and life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter, she were all, wet and bothered for doing me harm, and Romaro. He protected me.
Aw, cute.
Mentored me too. Learned me letters and navigation. Handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the Sorcerer, my family.
Why did Malnage want to hurt you?
Well, only knows, Cap. She treated me like my mere presence gave offense.
You told me a lot about the two of you, but not much about him.
Fair. He be of Old Vailian stock. A good man and righteous. Not honest, of course.
Because he's a pirate.
But honourable. Were our shipboard sawbones, and more than half handy at it. More than one swabby beyond the old salt of deferral from the wheel.
Were you romantically involved? Question mark, question mark?
Why, Cap? You be feeling a bit of the old envy?
No.
Nay, we never shared a bunk. Not that I'd have kicked him out of a hammock, but, like I said, we be family. He never took advantage.
Why did he end up in trouble with the Principe?
Right, fantastic fucking question, Cap. Word out with mutiny. But I'll be putting about as much stock in that as a dockside doxy for manners.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't normally be singing no praises of veracity, Cap. But in the matter of Remoro, I'll be hunting the truth.
Thank you. I'm glad you shared that.
Aye. Do right by it, and I won't be regretting it.
I don't know why you didn't just tell me in the first place.
All right, Captain. What can I do you for?
Oh my god, I can flirt with him. I don't know if I want to flirt with him. He's not my favorite. Tell me about yourself.
I ain't no liar, Cap. Lies be for novices. And I be possessing a mastery of the verbal
Should I flirt with
arts.
everyone?
My tongue be the most flexible weapon in my arsenal.
Your tongue, eh? I have to. I have to. He just said his tongue was the most flexible weapon in his art. I have to. I have to.
Aye, Cap.
That guns, right? Guns? Yeah, guns. Seraphin blinks, chuckles, and then runs a hand across his head.
Cap, it's, well, it ain't like I don't think highly of you, and being short and blue, I know I ain't got much room to,
What the fuck?
see, my relationship with Andra, it'd be complicated enough as is.
You're not interested because I'm a godlike?
No, more, flog me. More not being quite attracted to the, bits and bobs that come with being godlike.
Have you ever been with a godlike, though?
No.
Oh. Well, shut off, swabby.
Sorry, Cap.
It's fine! I don't fucking care. I didn't want you anyway. Chat made me do it. Don't talk to me.
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
Okay, so go to the world map, probably? Horns. Yeah, I guess he doesn't like horns. That's dumb. Ooh. Dear Watcher, I find myself in need of someone with your particular brand of talent. As our last business transaction went so grandly, I appreciate the opportunity to hire you again. If you're interested, please convene with me in Dunwich. Okay. I guess go here. Howling Gorge. I'm not going to give him a chance, or I'm not going to ask him to give me a chance, I guess. The desert wind carries a sibilant susurrus to your ears from the canyon ahead. Punctuated by cracks and pops, it reminds you of the eggs on a hot pan or fire in a dry brush. The low growl that accompanies it, however, raises the hair on the back of your neck. Listen carefully. Who's the best listener? The sound resolves into a rhythmic chittering, slowly and cyclically rising and falling. It sounds like a chorus of voices, inhuman voices. Search for the presence of other minds. Seraphin's eyes slide close and breathing slows. You feel the faint tingle of the cipher's abilities probing the edge of your own soul before turning outwards. Aye, Cap. Got twixt 3 and 5 minds ahead. One of them be right goddamn big and twice as hungry. Return cautiously forward. You carefully enter the desert canyon, keeping to the shade cast by the tall standing stones. Ahead of you, a group of Zorips chant, hopping back and forth on skinny legs, shaping their spears. Nested between them rises the black, leathery form of a drake. The creature's wings rise above it as it tears at the corpse of a boar at its feet. Continue watching. With a mighty twist of its muscular neck, the drake tears the boar in half. It rises up on its legs, lifting its head, and swallows the back half of the boar whole. The lump of the animal visibly travels down the reptile's throat. One of the Zorops hops forward. It tears its feathers headdress from its head and tosses it aside. It drops its staff a moment later and spreads its arm before the drake. The large beast peers down at the Zorop, then, with a flash of movement, eats the smaller wilder in a single bite. The other Zorops cheer, banging their spears against their shields. You move quietly from stone to stone, entering the canyon without drawing the creature's attention. Sneaking? Sneaking? Sneaky? So that's a drake. I guess I can just fucking peace out. There's nothing over there. Is there anything to do here? A Zorop skirmisher? Other than, like, fight them? I don't feel like there's anything to do here other than fight them. I don't need to. No, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Why would I fight it? It just ate. They're just having their little, like, Zorop rituals going on. Some ale. Broken spear pass. Loot? Bones crunch underfoot. Strewn across the sand are skeletons half buried in wind-blown dunes or lying bleached and baking in the sun. Their corpses still wear the tattered remnants of their clothing, their packs tangled in their limbs. Worms circle like vultures high above you. Aw, thank you for the host, Adam. How was the far Verona shiznit? The sand is strangely lively here. It dances as if caught in a breeze, but there is no wind to stir it. Several piles of grit rise above the dunes in suspiciously orderly mounds. Search the skeletons. You approach the nearest skeleton and untangle the pack from its remains. As you disturb the skeleton, several sand blights rise up from the desert with a great gust of wind and head straight for you. Fight! Adam, you're gonna love this game. It's real good. See, now we're gonna fight. It's fine. Hi, Claire. How are you? Okay. What's this? Distract all foes in the area. Use your powers to frighten them. Yeah, frighten everybody. Or turn it into a bear? Or fucking rage? Well, frenzied the barbarian. Yeah, let's frenzy. I'm a barbarian. Okay, Adam, don't get spoiled. Have a good day. Thank you so much for hosting. Hi, Dungeon Cowboy. How are you? This level takes place in my hair. Is it the same color? Kyuchin, thank you so much for 2 months in a row. Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna rage. And then I'm gonna turn into a bear. Terrifying roar! Roar! You stop fucking... What are you doing? Knock down into the fray. Aloth is now a battle mage of BT dubs. Knock down... I mean, you can't really knock down a sand blight. It's fine. Yeah, barbarian! Fucking fight him. Wait, ooh, shit. What's this? Holy Radiance? Regenerating a modest amount of health for allies? No, you need endurance. There you go. I think we'll be fine. Barbarian! Yeah, we did it. Okay, Fork Frenzy. Enjoy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you consuming my content or whatever. All right, let's peace out. Wait, I missed something. Shit, I saw the purple skeleton right after I left. Ah, fuck. Can I go back? Nope, I'm out. You find a ruined tower rising up from the top of a low hillock. The wood and stone structure, stained by oily smoke residue, and a smattering of masonry is spread out from the tower's base in a wide fan. It seems to have suffered from some kind of explosion. Search the tower, find a tattered grimoire, find a few useful tools. There's nothing else. Cavern of Zar Tuk-Tuk. Tuk-Tuk. Let's go. I want to go to this cavern. You come upon the opening to a small cave. Putrid gusts of hot air burp from deep within, and you hear the faint chitter and hiss of Zarops in earnest conversation. Your boots crunch through a drift of brittle bones as you creep into the Zorop lair. Fights! See, now I'm gonna kill some Zorops.
One of my eyes,
Sure thing.
Sure thing. Where are they at?
Whoa, whoa. Look.
Eitsu, 20 months in a row. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. That's incredible. I'm going to turn into a spirit shift stag. I don't know why, but I'm gonna. What can I do as a stag? Druid Stag Carnage. I can attack a large area with reckless abandon. Yeah, fucking reckless abandon this bullshit. Oh, I guess I changed into a bear. Barbarian. Fine, I'll barbarian, I guess. Roar. Oh, geez, what's that? A sigil of atrophy. Get the fuck out. I don't want to atrophy. Kill the sigil. Fucking kill it. What is that? That's so different. I've never seen that before. You can't wait till tomorrow to play this game? It'll be great. I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. Is that me? What am I right now? What spirit shift was I? That was cool. The Gank Squad. Murdering all the Zorops in the land. Cool. Mother Sharprock? From between the bars stares a frail and sickly Zarep. It shrinks when you draw near, pressing itself into the furthest corner of the cage, trembling. Around its neck are the remnants of a bedraggled feather crest. Paint is smeared across its face, but the paint is old, flaking. It hasn't been reapplied in some time. The Zarop's regalia tells you they must have been an important figure in the tribe, perhaps a high priest or a mother, but its condition makes clear that those days are long past. What's happened to you? The Zorop watches you with an unreadable expression on its face and says nothing. Break open the cage. The Zarep scrambles to get out of your reach. When you make no move to capture it, it stares between you and the open cage door, blinking rapidly. It tenses and then bursts out the door. Bye. Have a good... Mother Sharprock? The Zarep watches you intently. Why are you following me? The Zarep tilts its head slowly and blinks. It narrows its eyes like it can't quite figure out what you mean. It glances back at the cage you freed it from, then stares at you expectantly. Who locked you up? The Zarep scuttles behind you and grabs hold of your leg. It points across the cave to the corpse of a large, well-adorned Zarep, one of their champions, and scowls. Do you always follow your leader around? The Zarep clings tightly to your leg and refuses to let go. You want to come with me? It stares up at you, unblinking, and finally releases your leg. When you make no move to chase it away, it hops up and down excitedly. I have a pet!
If you told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand, I'd have said you were out of your mind. Not because I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go.
It's true.
Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die. Well, you already did, but me, I mean.
Couldn't go having all the fun by myself.
All real nice of you to share.
Hi, Zork. How are you?
I'll have to get you a gift.
I think it's tomorrow, Zork.
Wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There's something accusatory behind Eater's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Not that I don't got questions about your moral fiber.
What?
But you surprised me.
Why do you have questions about my moral fiber? Hi, Killick. Hi, Punkanova. How are you? Thanks? It hasn't always been easy.
Well, that's why I mention it. Sometimes it's been anything but.
Today is the 7th of May here in the United States of America. I think Obsidian and Versus Evil are all based in this time zone. I'm not sure.
I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all this? What is it tells you you're on the right path?
I don't know. I have strong feelings about everything. This is me, IRL. I'm truthful with myself and others. I find that things tend to work out. I think about what the wrong path would be, and then I do the opposite. I judge every situation on its own circumstance and leave feelings out of it. I accept that even the wrong path is not a dead end. I mean, that's true. My confidence is an illusion, and I use it to entice people into following me blindly. I think stoic. I'm gonna go stoic here. I accept that even the wrong path is not a dead end.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Eat a
I don't know
dare.
if it's right, but I bet there's less worrying.
Why don't you love me? Adair heaves a sigh that sounds as if he's been building up for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful. He doesn't love me.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I could see that being an improvement.
Now, just about anything would be at this point. Now, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it should.
He adopts the smile and gently pointed finger of a coaxing parent.
You pray to him. He might help you, too.
He lets the finger drop and the smile fade.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes. Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer and deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know. I don't know. It's your religion.
I guess we'll see what he has in store soon enough. If we make it that far. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing.
Shit always gets depressing.
I think this was just a long way of saying I appreciate the way you've guided things.
You're welcome.
Makes me feel like I'm doing some good going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face like he just remembered a joke. Wow. Considers me a joke. Punk Nova, Pillars of Eternity, are you asking like what type of game it is or like what the story's about or... What's this?
Leave it to me. I'll see it done.
Is that everything or... I think that's everything. Clearly it's an RPG, but that's about all I know. Like, mostly what type of game is it? Well, it's like Divinity Original Sin, Baldur's Gate. It's a game where you have a party and they all have classes, sort of like fantasy RPG classes like D&D. So you have druids and rogues and rangers and barbarians and all of that. And you're on a quest. Very basically, so it's a quest-based plot where you have to go and it's like Skyrim in that way, where you go and get like different quests and you do things for NPCs and yeah. So it's a party-based, kind of top-down looking RPG. The combat system is real time, but you can pause whenever you want, so it's not like turn-based combat. So, you had a little run-in with Ben, and then you dragged it to my doorstep. You could have wiped your feet before you stomped in, but I digress. I know what you did, and I know who you are. And unlike my unfortunately blockheaded second-in-command, I recognize a threat when it smacks me upside the head. So, this is me, Captain Eldis, commander of the gods-damned New Blood Principe, leader of the second-largest fleet of pirates in the gods' fucking Deadfire, inviting you, a terrifyingly powerful and strange watcher, to come and meet with me under the strictest parley at Fort Deadlight. Which is to say, I promise not to gut you when you arrive for dinner and drinks. Looking forward to having a little hearthside chat. I would like to offer you a partnership of the most glorious and goriest variety. I scratch your back, you gut my enemies from hip to jaw. We laugh at their deaths over a bottle of the finest rum. Oh, and when you come, bring some candied nuts. Your newest and dearest friend, Eldis. P.S. This is not a trap. Wow, it sounds like a trap to me!